Hello, Old Testament theme vlog, Gail Barnett, a Christian, Colorado Christian University. Instructor's time is Varney. His due date is December the 15th. Um, the two covenants that I chose uh, was the Abrahamic covenant and the creation theme. Those are the two themes that I chose: Abrahamic covenant theme and the creation theme. I'll start with the Abrahamic covenant theme. Yahweh has agreed to and given to Abraham and the generations to follow. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." It's from the Holy Bible, English Standard Version, 2001, Genesis 12, verse 7. God always gave the children of Israel a chance for restoration. Yahweh continues to remind Abraham of the covenant he made to him. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him: "This man shall not be your heir, your very own shall be your heir." And he brought him outside and said, "Look toward heaven and number the stars, if you are able to. If you are able, then." Then he said to him, "So shall your offspring be." That's from Genesis 15, verse 4 and 5. On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, "To your offspring I give this land." Genesis 15 and verse 18. The Lord never forgets and often reminds Abraham of the covenant where he promised his offspring land. This was hard for Abraham to understand because he was 75 years old with no children from his wife. God did not allow his disbelief to deter him. He continued to show up and speak to Abraham. He even sent others to declare the word to him and his wife. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to Abram and said to him, "I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless, that I may make my covenant between me and you and may multiply you greatly." That's Genesis 17, chapter 17, verse 1 and 2. Abram, who was faithful and obedient, obeyed Yahweh and completed what God had instructed him to do, which was circumcise every male. God promised him that he would be fruitful and have land and blessings. Those that he blessed would be blessed, and those that would curse him would be cursed also. The covenant theme is important because Yahweh did not allow the past to jeopardize the future. He wanted a people that would follow his commandments. He chose Abraham because he was also committed to God and his vision. Sometimes Abraham did not understand what or why Yahweh chose some of the circumstances that he did. Abraham would always ask Yahweh a question for more guidance, and Yahweh would always give him more information. God spoke directly to Abraham. The overarching story is if you have faith as Abraham, Yahweh will fulfill his promise to you. My next theme is the creation theme. And in the creation theme, we start with, "I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you, I will curse. And in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed." Genesis 12, verse 2 and 3. God promised Abraham that he would make him a great nation. This brings up the topic of creation. In this, we see that God is going to have Abraham create many from his offspring, not from another woman, but from his wife, as we discussed earlier. It is important to understand this theme is to populate the earth with the seed because Abraham was a man of faith. He had power to change the mindset of the people. He had the authority given to him from God to shift the spiritual walk of the people. His bloodline would follow him. His bloodline would continue until the end. For I have chosen him that he may command his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing righteousness and justice, so that the Lord may bring to Abraham what he had promised him. That's Genesis 18, verse 19. So we see that the creation theme has its importance as well to the big picture or the big story. Creation did not stop with Adam and Eve. God did not have to recreate everything. Abraham was already faithful to Yahweh. He was obedient to the commandments of God. Yahweh only needed to start with a good seed that will replenish the earth. He created Abraham for the big picture. He would bring the seed that would save mankind for eternity. Abraham would be willing to fulfill the mission that Yahweh started. His seed would be more than the stars. They would be greater in numbers than the sands. And that is the end of my part two uh, for this class. Thank you.